Okay, guys, we will start. It's our pleasure to welcome you all to the sixth webinar we provide this semester via Student Events and Affairs in the College of Computer Science and Information Systems in Najran University, Saudi Arabia. Our webinar today will be about Latex software. This software is used for typesetting technical documents. Our speaker today will be Dr. Asad Sheikh. He's an associate professor in the Computer Science and Information System College in Najran University. Our webinar will be for 1 hour. And I want to tell you about some logistics before we start. First of all, I would like to inform you that we will distribute the attendance sheet at the end of this webinar, and it will be available for only 5 minutes. So make sure when we distribute it at the end of this webinar, make sure to fill it in as fast as possible. Also, please make sure to change your name into Arabic in Zoom session, as we need to compare your name against what we will get in the attendance sheet. Now I will leave you with our speaker, Dr. Asad. You can start.
Okay, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum. I hope you all are good. So actually, as you know, that Latex is used for the technical documents, and we will try to do as much as practical we can, because this software requires more practice. If you have more practice, then it means that you will have more chances to learn. So this is the beginning. This is the beginning. 1 hour for this type of workshop or webinar is not enough. So today, inshallah, we will start the first session, and then we will continue sometimes next month or something. Depends on our schedule, and then we'll put it more. So a little bit Latex history. That Latex we use is text, and this text is about essential markup language like HTML, and this is written by Donald Knuth in 70s, and used for the revolution of the typesetting. So what I'm going to tell you is that once you start the Latex template, I would consider this one that if you start the Latex template and you work with the Latex, you'll make sure that you will not like any other software. And so Latex is an extension of the text TEX that has a macro package, and hopefully what we are going to learn today is about making some elementary document with about adding the title, adding the section, adding the subsection, adding the figure. We will try to add the table if we get time, and some other techniques. And this is a very high quality software that we use it for our professional writing, especially the scientific reports, or especially the technical documents like a research paper. And most of the professionals around the world for publishing in Springer, publishing in MPDI, publishing in elsewhere, publishing in several other publishers, they actually use Latex for as their document writing tool. So it is a high quality typesetting tool, easy to include math formulas, and Latex is both work with Mac and Windows. But why we said the overleaf? Because the overleaf is an online web tool, and we can use it without installing the local compiler. Latex can be used as a local compiler as well. We can include our compiler as a backend that is called MyText, and the front-end editor used as a WinEdit or any other editing tool we can use along with the LaTeX tool. Okay, so LaTeX is free. LaTeX is free. LaTeX, the compiler for the LaTeX is free, but the front end is not free. Front end, WinEdit, we need to pay, but some other tools that allow the editing in LaTeX, they are free. But Overleaf is free, and we can use it, and it's very convenient. Nowadays, it become a de facto for the LaTeX to work with the document, and it's so let's start. So I would like you to open the Overleaf, and once you will have the Overleaf, you will have the like this. I don't know if you are able to see the screen, right? No? Okay. So this is the screen. Is my screen visible, Dr. Shin?
Yes, it's visible.
Okay. So in the LaTeX, you can see we have to open the new project. And in the new project, we will click the blank project. We'll open the new project and we will click the blank project. And we can say that today we have a session 1. Session 1 for the LaTeX, and we click on the creation. So you will find out that we have the LaTeX document like this on our screen, and the session 1. So I'll go back to the slides, and you can see here that document class article, this document class, we use it article as a basic document class, which is accessible for all libraries. And this class is different for every publisher. This class, so for example, if it's elsewhere, we have else article. If we have a Springer, we have different publishers. So this is simple class. Title, \title, we will give a simple title. Dash author, author name, date, we can give the date. And now begin document and the end document. This is the main body of the document. And whatever we are going to do is this within this document. So you can see this now. For example, I say this one as a title, that title for this document, I say this is my first document. And I simply click on the compiler or press Ctrl S. You will see that here it will be changed. The document, first document that we made it will be changed. Okay. Then who is the author of this document? Who is the author of this document? So I write my name and I say that my name Asdallah Sheikh, and I compile it. You see that my name appears there. Now in this session or in this document, you see how professionally it is aligned. How professionally it is aligned. We cannot move it like the word or something. It is strict with its position, and then we give the date or not. It will up to you. So if we would like to, for example, don't want to give the date, we simply delete it or put the % sign. Put the % sign to disable it, and simply we put Ctrl S or compiler, then simply the date can go, or the date, if we want to put it, we can simply put the date. Okay, now this begin document, whatever we are going to do is in this body, the begin document section. Now this section, it means first part. section, first part. Okay, we say section, introduction of the document. Okay, introduction of the first document, and I want to put anything. For example, let's say we have one document, for example, what is latex? Okay, and I copy this document, and this is like introduction, and I simply copy this introduction, latex, and compile, and let's say this is the introduction of this document. Okay, now inside this introduction, that is part 1 dot introduction, we have to add a subsection that is 1.1. That is 1.1. So what I will do, I will put subsection, and let's say in the introduction, I want to say Latex History. This is my subsection, and I press compiler, Control S, you see that 1.1 comes. Very easy. So let's say Latex History, I want to put, copy paste a Latex History from the Google profile, or from Google, that history of the latex was created by 1980s, whatever. Control C, and I put here Control S. Okay, see, now it comes, the latex. I hope that this document is visible, the screen is visible. After this, let's say I want to put 1.1.1. 1.1.1 subsection. Can anybody tell me what should I do? Is there anyone in the audience? You are free to talk. What should I do if you want to put 1.1.1? Anyone? Anyone got my question? You can open the mic and say this. Okay. So in this case,
could it be nested subsection?
Yes, Ali.
Could it be a nested subsection?
Yeah, what should I write?
Subsection, then open
Yes.
brackets,
Then I will put
write subsection.
Subsection. 2 times sub. Here we had a 1 time subsection. Okay, and then here we have 2 times subsection. I write it again, subsection. Okay, and then I will say, for example, latex subsection. And I compile it. So you will see that we will have subsection, or maybe it is not supported subsection in this document. Okay. Okay. So we have subsection, and then any text can go here. Okay. Now we have already worked with the introduction, first section, section number 1. Then we worked on the subsection 1.1, and then 1.1.1. Now I would like to say that I have to start with the section number 2. I will simply say next section, and I would say literature review. Literature review. And I compile it. You will find out that section 2 appears. Section 2 appears. Same way, I will say subsection. Literature A, then subsection. Literature B, and I compile it, you will see that we have 2.1, 2.1.1. Okay, and now if I would to say that, let's say my third section is method. My third section is method. And I save it, and the third section will come as a method. See? Very easy. Sections, subsection, subsection, and the document will be continued like this. Until now, any question? Easy? Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Now, the next section is that what should we do if we are going to put the bullet points in this? For example, if we want to put the bullet points inside this section, if we want to put the bullet points, what should we do? Or the numbers. So in the bullet points, we have the option to put it like in this section. For example, we want to put a method, a bullet point. We say begin itemize. Okay, begin itemize. Anything in start with the begin should be ended, should have the end itemize. Begin itemize and end itemize. So in the begin itemize, if I write something, for example, item number 1, this is my item number 1. Okay, and I save it and compile it, you will see that bullet point has arrived. Bullet point is there. So if we want to put one more item, we can simply say item, and then again, this is my second item, let's say. And Control S, you will see that the item are there, the bullet points. And this same way, we can also put the numbers. We can also put the numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4. In this case, we need to begin enumerate. Begin enumerate. Anything which I said the begin will be ended. So in enumerate, let's say this is number 1 item, and then item 2, number 2, and I compile it, you will see that we have now 1 and 2. The more items you will put, the numbers will be automatically increased. Okay? I can also download this document and check it myself. So see, this document looks like this. Can you see the document on the screen, right? Okay. So we put the introduction, we say section. When we put 1.1, we say subsection, and we put 1.1.1, it is a subsection, and this will be continued. After this, to literature review. Then 2.1.1 literature A, for example, subsection, then subsection. Then the more sections you will have increased, it will be done. Regarding the margins, the document has a set margins. You can create the space in the margins, but you cannot change the margins because every document has its own settings. Okay. Then the most important thing is about, for example, adding the figure, table, and the references. Today, we will cover adding the figures and references. No, brother, you cannot integrate the Mendeley in this because the Latex has its own bibliography style. Okay, so what we will do now? Okay. Now what we will do? We will create a one folder. We will create a one folder. Okay, we will create a one folder, and in this folder, in the desktop, we will put one folder, and here we'll say session 1. In the session, what I will do, I will put first of all any picture that let's say we are going to copy any picture. Let's say this picture. Okay, we copy this picture. Now, since we are working with overleaf, we will say fig 1. Here, this is available. So first of all, we need to put this figure into the overleaf. Otherwise, we cannot cite it. Otherwise, we cannot cite it. So we will upload this picture into the figure, into the Latex file. So it was session, and I put this picture in this Latex file. So I have this picture now. And now I have to add this picture into the text. So what I will do, I will say begin figure. Okay. When I put the begin figure, the code will come automatically, like to put the centering, put at the center. Include graph is the command from where this figure should come. Include graphics. Include graphic is the figure from where this figure should come. So this figure is fig1.png, which is already available into the main directory. And I have a caption. Caption means what the figure should be. Say, I say figure 1, main mobile structure. Okay, and let's see if I would like to compile it. You will see that this figure okay, so maybe we have to put the use package as graphics in this because see, we need to put the use package, same like the C, as a use package in the graphics to import the libraries of the graphics. So you can see that fig1.png, the figure is here. The figure is here. Okay. Now, what is the other thing? That this figure, we need to cite into the text, for example. Usually you write, for example, here, figure 1 shows, in the word you write manually. Figure 1 shows the main structure of the mobile interface. Okay, so see, figure 1, we put it manual, but we will not use this manual option. This label will help us to set this figure as a figure 1 label, and then we can cite this label by reference option to the figure 1. So then the figure 1 will come automatically. See, now I didn't use the number, and let's say now we want to import another figure, figure 2. In the session, let's say take any figure, which is figure number 2. Here. Figure 2, I put it name as fig 2, and I'm doing same, putting this library, use this as a downloaded, and now I want to put as a figure 2 here in the same way. Begin figure and include graphics, fig2.png, caption, my figure 2, or we say second interface, and here I put the lab fig 2. Now, see here, we already said that figure reference 1 shows the main structure, and now we will say figure ref fig 2. Reference figure 2 shows the second interface, and compile. See, second figure comes, but when I download this document now, for the more vision, you will see that figure numbers comes automatically. See here. Figure 1 shows the main structure of the mobile interface, and figure 2 shows the second interface, and the figures are here. Okay, we can resize these figures, and these figures can be resized as well. And the resize way is that right here, scale is equal to 0. Let's say 2. That's small it, make it small. Scale as 0.2 means I want to scale this figure, and then we need to use this command again for library input graphics. So this will be another topic. Okay. Okay. Now, how to get step back, undo, Control Z. Control Z. You can use the Control Z and go back. Okay. We will have the 10 minutes in the session to the answers and the questions. Okay, now the most important thing is the references. I want to use the references inside this file. Okay. Now everybody knows that what is a Google Scholar. Okay. So I will create a one file here as my ref.bib. This is the BibTeX file. My ref.bib. This is the text file in the notepad file. This will be the notepad file, my ref.bib. Okay. So in this file, we can open this file with the notepad. Okay. We can open this file with the notepad or any text editor. Notepad or any text editor. Okay. So what we will do, now you want to cite some references. This is the file, and you want to cite some references. I will go back into the googlescholar.com. I will write my name, and you will see that these are the publications, for example, and I want to cite this paper, or this paper, or this paper, any paper. I need the BibTeX file and BibTeX code to cite this references. So I will click on this inverted commas here. You can see the cite option and copy BibTeX. Click on the BibTeX. You will find the code for the BibTeX. You will find the code with the BibTeX. I will copy this code and put into my notepad file. Put into notepad file. Okay. Then I will go back and copy another one. And I will put it to the same notepad file. Then I will go back again and then put the third reference. And same this references. So I put now totally 3 references in the file, and I save this file as a BibTeX file. I need to save it into the BibTeX file. This one. So this is the text file. You can open with the notepad. I can open this file with the notepad. Okay, this file with the notepad. Like for example, open the notepad and I go to the file, open and click on the notepad, text all file, and you can open with the notepad. See. Okay. What we will do now? We need to also upload this file into the main overleaf where we have all. Open and here we have myref.bib. Myref.bib. Okay. Now, the most important part, I want to include the references. I want to include the references. So I will go before the document is ended, this one, and write bibliography, write bibliography. Bibliography and put my file name, which is what? Which is my ref. My ref. Now this file, my ref, this one is already import here in this to the file. And you know that bibliographic style is the most important part because we need to choose which bibliographic style we want to put it in. So let's say I want to say bibliographic style. We have APA like, we have abbreviation, we have 1, 2, 3, author name and all other. So here I want to say, for example, there are lots of bibliographic style which you can use in the internet. And I want to say, let's say I want to use plain bibliography style. Okay. And I go back to the introduction section and there is a command that is called cite. And I want to cite the file, the references, which is here, and I will just copy the name of the author and put it here in the cite. Put it here, cite and the author name. This one the same. Now you'll see the reference automatically appears. I will download this file. See here. The reference automatically appears. It styles itself. See the name of the reference and everything. I just copied the code from the reference style. So see how easy it is. How easy it is. And the number 1 comes here automatically. What happens if I'm going to do next? What will happen if I'm going to do the next? Okay, I want to cite it here at the end of this one. Cite another again. The command cite reference. Okay, let's say cite the second one. Now we can see the references also coming from the bib file and cite the reference 2. And then also cite for me third reference, for example. This is the text. Third reference. And cite third reference. So now I compile. You will see all three references will appear. These are two same, so we need to choose the different one. We had evaluating and 2020 and 2019. So this is, we need to copy it, 2019, and then we will just copy this. If you want to choose it, like here, you can also do this as 1, here 3, and here 2. 2. Simple. If you don't want to confuse with the author names, you can choose 1, you can choose 2, and you can choose 3. And then same way, in the main text, I will also do like this. Cite 1, full stop, then cite 2, okay, and then on the third, we'll say cite 3, full stop, and compile it. You will see that all 3 references will come here. See, all 3 references are here. And it will be automatically cited here. Reference number 1. Okay. Here is 2, 3, 1. So you are citing it, the references, and it will arrange. So tomorrow, if you want to add one more reference, for example, tomorrow you want to add one more reference. Okay, here from the Google Scholar, let's say random reference. Here, a review. I go again to BibTeX, copy the code, and simply go into the ref file and paste it. If you want to change this name, is okay. If you don't want to change it, just you need to copy this and go to the main text file. And for example, if you want to cite it here, any text, I want to cite this reference, whatever, and then cite with the author and full stop and compile it, or Control S. You will see that the reference 4 is appeared. See how easy it is. We are just copying from the Google Scholar, put the text. I haven't set any references. I haven't done anything related to this. So now this references will also be automatically arranged. So tomorrow, if there's any technical document, we are going revision, and inside the revision, we would like to put some more references. We can easily put it. Okay? This is the best way of creating the LaTeX document, putting the figure, putting references. We will try if we can see to change it the author name. Right now it is 1. Some references we have some author name. Author name, it is called APA-like. APA-like. It means that the references will be cited with the author name, and we can change the bibliographic style. So see, APA-like reference style. We change from 1, 2, 3 to author name. So let's say if we want to change it with the author name, is it changed? Yes, see, it is changed. Muhammad et al., Naveed et al., Al-Majzoub et al., and then here also changed. If I'm going to do this in the Word, it will take everything. It takes a lot of time to change these references. I just need to choose one command. That is bibliographic style. If I put bibliographic style, IEEE TR, I compile it, I will find out as 1, 2, 3. See, I will find out as 1, 2, 3 here. And if I just change the bibliographic style into APA like and compile, I will find out with the author names. See how easy it is. Okay, so the last thing today's session is to insert the table, and then we will open the question session answer. Okay, for the table is also very easy, and we don't need so much efforts to put the table. What we need to do is insert begin table. Okay, and you will see that centering and begin tabular. So here what we will do, the most easiest way. We have one website that is called tablegenerator.com. Tablegenerator.com. Okay, the website is called tablegenerator.com. Okay, tablegenerator.com. We will put a new table and we will say 2 column, 2 rows. Okay, this is not a latex, this is a normal website. Okay, we select this table and we say, for example, s.number, serial number, and we will say name. So serial number is 1. Okay, and the name is, for example, Ali. Okay, I want to put more row below or row above. We say 1, and here we say 2, and the name 1 is for Muhammad, for example, MUHAMMAD. Okay, and I will put this as a column. You see this table, very easy to make, and we will just like a generate code. Generate code, copy the clipboard. Generate code, copy clipboard, and go back to the overleaf and just cut paste this. Simple. Just cut paste this and compile. You will find the table in your document. Here you go. Here is the table in the document. And if I want to put the caption of the table, I will say caption, my first table, compile, and you will see the caption comes here, the first table. If I will put centering, put the command in the center, so it should come into the center. Here is the table. And if I want to cite this text table, I can also put the same way as the figure, and I will say as a label, and label is tab 1, and here I will say cite my table and cite, not cite, sorry, table. We have to put the reference it as a table 1, which is this one, the table 1, and then simply we save it. We will see that we will have the reference of the table 1 also. And now I will download this document. You can see that we have cited table 1 automatically. Sections, subsections, okay, the bullet points, insert the figure, numbers, and the references. The latex is very big. Okay, we cannot finish it in 1 hour. Table generator, again, you have to open the website to tablegenerate.com. Tablegenerate.com, go to the new table, put, for example, 5 rows, 5 columns, okay, and write whatever in the table, for example, 1, 2, whatever you want to write, 2, Okay, 3, 4, put data, whatever the data you want to put, ABC, put data in this table, in each column, and then just copy it, generate the code, copy, and put into the back, into the section, into the LaTeX file, and compile it. You will find the code. Again, the next table. Okay, now for the 1 hour, we can only cover this because the LaTeX is very big. As the LaTeX requires a lot of practice, with the overleaf, you can carry out the practice, and then you can use these LaTeX for this. So some questions we have from Fatima, that result tables from SPSS. You have to make the table, although SPSS or whatever, using the table generator.com, you cannot use the import the table directly. BibTeX program, BibTeX is not a program. BibTeX is a file, a notepad file. You have to just copy the BibTeX source from the Google profile, Google Scholar, and put it into the text file like I did it here. Like we did it here. You can put as many references as we can. Yes, it is always better to write the thesis in a one LaTeX project. I would not advise the division of the project, because for the division of the project, then you have to make a one chapter, all the chapters, and then one main file, then import all the chapters into that. Then it will be little bit difficult. I'm not sure you cannot import the Mendeley, because Mendeley is not supported by the LaTeX. Yes, there are lots of tutorials in the YouTube for the practices and the LaTeX. You can do it because the LaTeX requires lots of practices, as I told you. So any question from the voice also, you're open. I'm open to take any questions if somebody want to ask me through voice as well, please.
Yes, Dr. Asad, thank you so much for your great presentation. Yes, we've got some questions here. While I'm reading these questions, any one of you guys has a question, you can raise your hand and we can let you ask your question, or you can just send it to the chat. The first question we have here, Dr. Asad, saying that result tables from SPSS and AMOS, is it better to write it manually or to insert it in the text?
It is right to the manual. I already answered this question. We need to write this table using the tablegenerator.com. I'm showing this into the website now. Tablegenerator.com, make a table in this, and then copy the code and put into the LaTeX file.
Okay, cool. The second question we have here saying that what's the BibTeX program? What's the BibTeX program and how to use it, please?
The BibTeX is a reference file. The BibTeX is a reference file to automatically import the references into the LaTeX file. So BibTeX is a code and it is assigned to every publication. For example, we go to the Google Scholar, scholar.google.com, as we already showed, and we write, for example, verification-driven papers. So you see, all the papers which are available here, they have the BibTeX code. See, here, they have a BibTeX code. All publications have the BibTeX code. When we click on the BibTeX, this BibTeX code can be imported into a one file, into a one single text file. And then this text file, we can put it into the overleaf or into the LaTeX program, and then we can reference this automatically.
Thank you, Dr. Asad, for making that clear. Any other question, guys? Yes, there is another question here in the chat, Dr. Asad.
Yes. APA square bracket. It all in wait, what you see. This Latex style is the reference style that we need to change it. For example, this APA style. Any style for the bibliographic, we need to choose here in the bibliographic style. So if you go to Google and you write Latex bibliography style, Latex bibliography style, you will find all the styles here. You will find all the styles here. What kind of styles are available? See, ABBRV, it means you will have references like this. ACM, you will have references like this. You will write alpha. So for example, if I write alpha, if I go back and write alpha, we will have different style. Alpha, for example, change it to alpha. Then see, the reference style will be changed. Every reference style has a different way. Okay, so you need to choose these references. APA like, you will find this one. IEEE, you will find this kind of references. Plain, you will find. These are all the styles. You just need to choose the style which you want. Okay? Any other question?
Thank you, Dr. Asad. Any other question, guys, before we proceed? I think there is no more questions.
The APA style is not different than the Word. The APA style is totally in the Word and in the Latex is same. Only the representation method is different, because maybe in the Word you use Mendeley and they cite the author name and the year. And in the Latex, they can cite it into the bracket, but all styles are same, Word and the references. And the most important thing I would like to let you know, that the Latex is not 1 hour or 2 hours work. We need to practice. We need to write the documents into the Latex. Use overleaf.com. Try to write your documents. Try to practice it. When you will have more practice, you will be more masters. When you will have mastering on this, you will see that the documents are very arranged and it is far easier than the Word file. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Asad. I think we don't have like another question. I have got like multiple requests like for providing good videos about Latex from YouTube. When we finish, I will do that. Or you can contact me via my email. I'll put it here and I will send you some good like videos from YouTube. And at the end, I would like to thank Dr. Asad for the great presentation. It was very great and informative. And at the end, I would like also to thank our student, Abir Hanash, for like the for the great logistic efforts she's put in with us in these webinars. And now the attendance link will be open for 5 minutes. So please try to fill it in like as fast as possible. Thank you, Dr. Asad.
Thank you so much. Jazakallah khair.
Thank you. إيه يا جماعة الله يعطيكم العافية، نبغى بس 172 شخص في رابط الحضور، ما نبغى أكثر من كذا، فلا تشاركون الرابط، عبوه والله يعطيكم الألف عافية.